Okay, this is section 10.3. It's called the Box and Whisker Plots, and I'm going to attach these notes to your remote site so that you can go through the notes as I go through this. What a box and whisker plot does is it divides the data into what we call quartiles. Okay, so it's going to divide the data into four groups. We call them quartiles because quarter, there's 4 quarters in a dollar, so we're going to divide it into quartiles. So what happens is we have the box, okay, is this portion. And that middle of the box, you can see there's always a line. Now that line doesn't have to be halfway in. It's going to fall somewhere within the box, but it's not necessarily at the halfway mark. It could be somewhere else. But that is the median value of your data. That's the median. Okay, so that when you find that median, you're dividing the data into 2 parts. You have an upper part and a lower part. Then you're going to take that upper half of data, and this is called the upper quartile right there. And that's kind of the median of that upper half. Your lower quartile here is your median of your lower half of values. So you're going to find the median a couple of different times. You find the original median to separate the data into 2 parts. Then you're going to find the median of the upper part and a median of the lower part. And that creates your box on your graph when you have those that lower quartile, the median, and the upper quartile values. These whiskers are your lowest value in your set of data. You put a dot out here and you draw the whisker from your lower quartile out to that lowest point. And then you have a whisker on this end. This is going to be your highest data value, and you draw your whisker there. Okay? The interquartile range is just the difference from your upper quartile to your lower quartile. So it's going to be this range of values that creates your box. Okay? And an outlier is a value that's widely separated from the rest of the data. So if we have a low value that's way out here, it might be an outlier. Or if we have a high value that's way out here, it would be considered an outlier. Okay? So when you go ahead to make your own box and whisker plot with these datas right here, these are the lengths of songs on a CD. Okay, you're first going to order these so that we can find our median. So my lowest value is this 173. Then I've got a 179. Then I've got a 181. Okay, I've got a 198. I've got a 206. I've got a 239. I've got a 246. I've got a 251. And then a 257. And then I've got a 261. And I've got a 295. Now, it's really important that you don't leave out a number, so you might want to just look at your list and say, okay, I started with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 values, and I should have 11 values when I reorder them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay? Now, you want to find your median value. So we're going to start on the outside. Since we have 11 values, there's going to be 1 value in the middle. So I just start marking off. Okay, let's see. If I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values, this is my median right here. This is my median value right there. So that's going to be my line in my box. Okay, so that median value, now I'm going to take these bottom 5 values. That's going to be this bottom portion of the box, and I want to find the median again. So I'm going to take these two. Here's the median there. That's going to be considered my lower quartile. Okay, and then if I find the median up here, that value is going to be my upper quartile. Okay, so now you have these places on your box. So you're going to go ahead and draw yourself a number line. Kind of run myself out of room here. Okay, I got to remember this. 181, 239, and 257. Okay, this is going to be, so when you draw your number line, you're going to have 181 is going to have a line with your lower quartile. 239 is going to be your line with your median. and 257 is going to be your line with your upper quartile. Okay, and then you're going to have a whisker. Your lowest value, this 173, is going to be out at your whisker, and your upper value, your 257, is going to be out here with your whisker. Okay, so I'm going to draw a number line, and you can make that number line have any interval that you want. Okay, you're going to have to look at the range of values that you're trying to include. So I'm going from 173, almost 100, so I might go by tens. So I'm going to start at 170, 180, 190, there's 200, 210, 220, 230, 240, 250, 260, 270, 280, 290, 300. Okay? And you can write down as many of them as you want. You don't have to label each mark, but I went by tens. Okay, so I want to put my median value in first. That's 239. Actually, it doesn't matter which one you draw in first, but 181 would probably, let me change colors so you can see it. So you estimate it's going to be about right there, 181. Okay, 239, 10, 20, 30. Could have a line right there, and I'm going to have 257 about right there. So that's going to be my box. Okay, that's going to create the box portion. Okay, again, see that median value is not always going to be in the middle. Okay, but that's still my box. And then my whiskers, I got 173, so I got a whisker out here. I'm going to connect. And if this is on the number line, you can do that too. And then 257, 295 is my highest. So this was 60, 70, 80, 90. 95 is going to be about right out here. Okay, now I kind of put my box and whisker above the number line itself so it doesn't get too cluttered. If that was right on the number line, that's okay as well. But that's how you create your box and your two whiskers. Okay, your interquartile range is just the difference. So you go from this is 257. Okay, and this value down here at the lower quartile was 181. And you're going to subtract those. Okay, and you get 76 would be your interquartile range. And what this does is it divides the data up into quarters. So this whisker is 1/4 of the data. Okay, this portion of the box, this lower half, this is 1/4 of the data. This is 1/4 of the data. This is 1/4 of the data. Okay, so it's creating quartiles of your data. Okay, that's what a box and whisker plot does. You're going to get a worksheet to work on. See if you can put together those box and whisker plots. Again, when you make your number line, you're going to choose the interval. So if you can go by ones, if your data is close together, maybe you can go by ones. But if you get data that's bigger values like this, kind of spread out, you're going to have to increase your value on your number line. Okay? Like I said, work together and see how you do, and I'll be back on Monday.